Looking live at Percival Molson Memorial Stadium in Montreal for this Premiership de Montréal match between Sasquatch FC and FC United. Graham Naismith with you on the commentary, as always, on a beautiful evening in Montreal. We have FC United in their yellow kits, moving from right to left on your screen, against the young lads who comprise Sasquatch in their all-black kits with white trim. Two teams eager for points, hungry for points. Still pretty early in this season. That's a nice through ball by FC United, who have what looks to be a bit of a size advantage over Sasquatch and a bit of an age advantage as well. Sasquatch, one of the younger teams in the league. Hard challenge there, but he clearly got the ball, and our referee, Igor Harhu, waves it on. Nothing wrong with that challenge. The man on the ball saw that his intended target was going to be offside, so he held off passing it, but he's onside here. Cutting it back inside. Moving forward with some ease there, but now it's into the safe hands of the venerable netminder of FC United, Ricardo Botero. Botero has played every minute of every match for FC United this season. Both teams that like to play with the ball, like to have possession. FC United occasionally rely a bit more on the dump and run, the kick and chase than Sasquatch do. And we'll have to see what they have in store for us today. There's a right-footed ball looking to switch the field of play. That's an awkward header. It's going to fall favorably there for FC United, and it looks like they'll get the first corner of the match some 2 minutes in. Left footer looking to size this one up. Lots of defenders committed back into the box for Sasquatch. It's a low one, not the best corner at all. He'd want to do that one again, and it's easily cleared away. Sasquatch, as we said, one of the younger teams in this league, if not the youngest team in the league. A lot of their players are students, either at the Cégep system here in Quebec, in Montreal, or in university. The majority of them have ties to Selwyn House High School, not far from Percival Molson Memorial Stadium. Left-footed ball over the top. It's a good one, too. Goalkeeper off his line. Had to be brave going in there as a man was bearing down on him, and he rolls it out quickly. Looking to get to the sideline. Burst of pace. Skips around the defender. He's going to keep going here. But then the center back comes over to clean up the mess. You'll see on the sidelines there, wearing the number 10 shirt in blue, Mark Yakpil, one of the experienced players on FC United, who struggled to clear this ball. And it looks like now it's Sasquatch's turn to have a corner. A corner for either side inside 4 minutes. But yes, Mark Yakpil, a solid player at the back, a center back. Undoubtedly a leader for this FC United team. And the corner to be taken by, looks to be a left footer. That one a bit of a better delivery than the FC United one, but it is knocked away. Sasquatch got on the secondary ball, though, and that's a really nice ball out wide, trying to force it back in there. He's still going onto his right foot. Just couldn't pick out the right ball. Looked like he was trying to pass it. Couldn't tell from here, but it looked to be a good angle for a shot. Now there's a shot attempt. It's going to skip through to Botero, who gathers it. Of course, from this angle, it's easy to say, oh, definitely should have shot that one, but maybe he saw something different. Maybe there was a player blocking his way and instead tried that pass. Nice run being made on this near side, but an even better one down the middle. However, it's offside. The player on this near side, you can see he wanted it. He was in acres of space. And that's something that Sasquatch will need to be aware of moving forward. Can't really pick a winner in this one. Can't pick a team that's favored over one another. Both teams with some decent results and good showings early in the season. Here comes Sasquatch once more, cutting it across. Botero misses it. Ends up rolling right through. How did no one get a piece of that one? It's actually going to be a goal kick. Unless it was offside. Looks like no, it is a goal kick according to the assistant referee. But I rolled right through there. A tantalizing ball to pounce onto. And probably our best chance of the match. Good press being put on here by Sasquatch, trying to force a mistake. But FC United break through it with some skill. Look at this move now, and then it was just one touch play too many there. And they ended up rushing the ball away. That one looked like it did leave play, and the official confirms that it indeed did. You can see there Sasquatch with a couple of bodies in reserve. Definitely helpful when we're playing these 90-minute matches. It's very rare that you see a league like this that plays full 90-minute matches. Usually it's 60 minutes or 70 minutes, 30-minute halves or 35-minute halves. Very rare that you see the full 45. So it's a test for the players' wind and their stamina, their conditioning. Defender was sure there as he separated the attacker from the ball. And then a misplaced pass there for FC United, who are looking to continue their strong start to the season. A team that not much was known about, but they look to be definitely competing for a playoff spot. Slicing through, not really cleared. Good opportunity to shoot it from the top of the box. It's closed down well. Now dancing in there, looking for an opening. Pokes it past. Plays it square. Knocked away partially, and then the left-footed thrash goes across the face of goal. Wasn't really that threatening. And defender dribbles it clear, and he'll get a chance to clear it with his hands. It's a throw-in. Hard play there and a clean one, too. There's a drive. Skips to Botero, and it's a favorable bounce off his body right into his hands. There was a player following up there, ready to pounce on any kind of strange bounces like that. But Botero perhaps a bit lucky that it bounced up pretty much right into his hands. FC United trying to settle the ball down and switch it, but they've lost it. Now cutting it inside. One more pass would have opened them up, but the defender recovered well. The play has been predominantly to our right so far today, but FC United, the story on them that we've seen early in this season is they don't need a whole lot of chances to score goals. They're very clinical. They're maybe not going to generate as many chances as some of the other stronger teams in this league, like Verdansk or Sabelero. But when they are given the chances, they have a high shooting rate and a high finishing rate. Through ball skips past. This is going to be trouble here for FC United. There's the shot. Oh, it goes wide. He'll want that one back. It opened up for them. They had a good bounce, did Sasquatch, but then got a bit too excited in front of goal. The composure wasn't there, and it went wide. We've reached 10 minutes here, and it looks like the team in black is in control. And maybe the team in yellow there doing their rope-a-dope styles they're used to doing. Bend, don't break on defense. And then just take whatever you can get offensively. And rely on your clinical players up top to do the damage. And here's a chance for them right now. Well-placed ball. Goalkeeper stays home. There's the shot. It's a great stop by the keeper following it up here. He's got it back the top of the box. Slicing it out wide. Only one option in there for him right now. Some help arriving as they keep this one in play. But you could see there it was just a half chance and it ended up being a dangerous one. Sasquatch is going to partially clear this time. Lining up, thought about the long drive. Now he takes it, skips in there off the goalpost. And it bounces wide. It's going to be a goal kick. But you could see there how dangerous FC United could be. They were quiet for the past, 6-7 minutes? And then out of nowhere, two quality chances. One stopped by the keeper. The other one hits the post. Ball over the top. Sasquatch's turn to attack now. That's a great ball to the top of the box. And then it was maybe just one pass too many as they've given it away, and FC United can counter. Whenever you see a team like FC United who don't have a whole lot of possession but always seem to stay in the match, seem to just hang around, pose some threats going forward, you tend to label them a counter-attacking team. But I don't think you can really label FC United that, although they can score off a quick counter when they want to or when they need to. I think they're just a team that maybe prioritizes defense first. They know what their strengths are, and I think the majority of their skill is at the back. And they have one or two players up top who can do the dirty work and get into those good positions. Throw-in coming this time for Sasquatch, though. Chipped over, headed back, and it hit a hand there. Unlucky for FC United. He saw some sort of a run, but wasn't on the same page of the player as the player making the run. There's another ball over the top. Trying to force the defender to make a mistake, which he does. And what on earth happened there? He was looking to force that defender to make a mistake. He did. And then the ball... Apparently the keeper didn't get that. I think it actually hit the field goal upright. So there's the field goal upright that's just behind and then over top of the soccer goal. And then it deflected back down behind the net. But it just shows you what they were trying to do there. They were trying to get an attacker one-on-one with a defender facing his own goal. Another shot not going to challenge the keeper that time, but they were trying to put the defender on an island and put him in a vulnerable, well, not vulnerable position, but an uncomfortable position, I guess you could say. And that's exactly what happened. Tackle had to be strong that time, or FC United were going to move forward. Now this one out of play. Good bit of work there. The bench likes it too, but a defender recovers well. Nice work from the right back. Jostled the player, got the ball, and cleared it away, launching an attack for his team, which unfortunately looks like here has come to nothing. Outside, both teams showing some good ball movement here, able to string together a couple of passes. Not a stop-start game by any means. Another corner coming up for FC United, but good flow to the match. Both teams moving the ball well. Looking laterally, looking back if they have to go forward. But we see here through the first quarter of an hour, they're evenly matched. No team is going to be dominating the other, I don't think. It's just who can sustain their game plan and stick to it throughout the full 90. Good long throw. Unfortunately, it's a foul throw. The foot came up according to the assistant referee, and it's going to be Sasquatch ball. Good vision there to pick out that pass. Another one looking over the top. It just dies down, and a defender clears it into his own bench. There we can see what looks to be 3 subs available for Sasquatch. And a foul throw, another foul throw called there, back-to-back for FC United. FC United don't typically have a whole lot of subs themselves, so seeing only 3 there for Sasquatch isn't necessarily a huge disadvantage. Oof. Not the smoothest passage of play there. Flying header to clear that one away, and maybe something cooking here going forward. He puts that one out wide, and it's far too in front of the attacker. That's a ball probably that would have been better suited on the floor. Ball over the top, trying to run it down. And is that one called back for a foul earlier on? The official was playing the advantage from the looks of things. He wasn't confident Sasquatch were going to get the ball, so he yanks it back. And it looks like they're going to try to go long with this dead ball. Looking to the outside. And they were offside. You can see an overcast day. Maybe you'd even call it threatening skies over there, just at the center of your screen. But the rain has held off for now. And we'll be ending this match under the lights. Always makes for a nice ambiance under the lights here at Molson Stadium. Good work spreading that ball. Driving at the defense. Again, trying to put this defender on an island. Didn't really get the ball forward they were looking for that time. Trying to cross it in now. Not a bad cross, but no one really in a dangerous position there for FC United. Jostling for the ball here. There we can see just beyond the running track that isn't really used too much here at Molson Stadium for competitions. It's more of a recreational track for McGill students and those who use the McGill facilities. But you can see those metal barriers. Is that ball a bit too long? Keeper's out. Those metal barriers that are just in front of the stands on the far side, those are used when the Montreal Alouettes professional football team plays at this venue. They'll barricade around the field of play. And it really is jumping when the stands are packed for a game like that. And in only about a month's time, football will be back in Montreal. The Canadian Football League season opening up in about 2 weeks. Training camp's actually starting, and the Alouettes using this very facility for their training camp. Good one-touch work there, and a tackle had to be put in. Going to end up as a goal kick, but a good tackle from the midfielder tracking back. And yes, the Alouettes are around this facility, using it for their training camp. They're actually staying in, I believe, McGill University residences, or at least that was the plan. With COVID, who knows what actually happened. But they'd be just up the hill. And I'm trying to maybe think of the most famous individual who's played on this field that I can think of, at least. I suppose, you know, if you want to think famous, you can think back in the day, because this stadium was used for years and years for professional football, like American or Canadian football, I guess you'd call it, not soccer. And there's some older players who I consider pretty famous, but the general public probably wouldn't know. I'd say in terms of the most iconic players, there's a nice chipped ball through, knocked away by a defender. I'd say the most the person with the most name recognition who's played here would be one Johnny Manziel, the football quarterback who played with both the Montreal Alouettes and the Hamilton Tiger Cats in the Canadian Football League. And he called this stadium home for, I believe it was half a season before he skipped town. And here's a free kick. The first free kick, if I in an attacking position, if I can recall, in this match, some 22 minutes in. Left footer chips it over. Headed up rather than out. Still not convincingly cleared as FC United get it. Trying the shot blocked away. Maintaining possession here. A couple of players gearing up to get on the end of a cross, but they play it back. Now they're going to try to switch it. Did he check his run? Yes, he did. There's the shot spilled by the keeper, and then he pounces on it. A nice bit of work to get onto the end of that ball. And then it's headed all the way back to Botero, who we have not said his name in a while, have we? He has not been busy. And all of a sudden it looks like FC United sort of flexing their muscles, grabbing control of this match. Here they come again, cutting inside. It's cleared away and just touched back. FC United the last little bit, it looks like they've always got one or two players who are able to receive the ball. One or two options always open. Cutting inside, playing it across, a speculative ball at best. Probably wasn't going to find the intended target. And now Sasquatch just trying to get some sort of possession going here, but they've conceded a foul.
Change for the team Sasquatch FC. With the number 14, substitution with the number 15. Substitution to number 21, Luca De Carolis.
So a double switch for Sasquatch halfway through the opening 45. As they'll get some fresh legs out there to try to energize their team. Or actually it looks like three new players are coming onto the pitch.
Sasquatch FC with the number 21, substitution to the number 10, Giordano Iannarino.
FC United playing it in there. Someone got a head to it. Left-footed ball, skips off a defender. Keeper trying to prevent it from going out for a corner, and that's just what he does. Whoa, that took a curious bounce there off the turf. Went a bit higher than I think some of the players were expecting. Going right at the defense, trying that left-footed shot, bounces in front of the keeper. Those not always the most comfortable to stop, but he handled that one. There was no one really chasing it in to force an error that would maybe lead to a garbage goal, as they call them. Sasquatch trying to hold up the ball here, and they just can't seem to win a 50-50 all of a sudden. They've got it here, though. Playing it to the outside. Man falls down away from the ball, and then a good hard tackle gets the ball back. Official letting them play here in the 25th minute. This one over the top. Well-timed run, but the defender puts his foot in, and it was important that he did so. It's out for a corner kick, but it's better than the alternative.
For the team FC United with the number 26, substitution to the number 17.
8 o'clock? Yo, Mark. Stop. What? Fuck. I told you to take me off. Oh my god. Wait, I'm going to give you the next one.
And so a change for FC United. And a corner to boot. Looking deep and over everyone's head. That one over hit. Good ball over the top here to run onto. Certainly onside, but it's too close to the keeper, Botero, who, as we said, has not been active in the last little bit, but proving he's still on his toes as he hopped in there.
Change for the team FC United with the number 8, substitution to the number 86.
Throw-in coming up here for FC United, and you saw there, I think it was the left back who had the ball, and he didn't really have any support being offered by his center backs, almost his own teammates forcing him to go forward. And it's something that, we tend to compare Sasquatch to Saballero a lot just because they're similar teams, similar age. That one took a deflection on its way through. And it's going to be a corner kick. But with Saballero, we always see their center backs so eager to help out with the ball. They drop back. They do. I mean, I'd say 90% of the running they do is without the ball. Well, much more than that, actually. But they do so much running without the ball, presenting options, presenting support, demanding the ball. And it really adds something to their play. It helps them keep possession. Saballero does it particularly well. Not something we've seen from Sasquatch so far. Their center back's not quite as eager to get on that ball. That a poor corner. May work out, though, as Botero was forced to sprawl down onto it. Just over a quarter of an hour until the interval. Nothing doing so far between these two teams. Two evenly matched teams, we must say. One pass too many there, but they've got it right back. A couple of the players for FC United in the midfield, you can tell, are very cool on the ball. Very calm, always not just going to give the ball away frivolously. Oof, that a foul, just a mistimed challenge there. Nothing malicious from the looks of things.
Numéro 14. Sit down, please.
Sasquatch going long with this free kick, and it's going to step out of bounds. A wasted opportunity. They've been giving the ball away rather easily, haven't they? There's the difference maker right there. Oh, that's a perfect ball out wide. Goalkeeper off his line slightly. Is it going to fall for FC United here? An option to drop it off. Holding up, waiting for some support to arrive. Takes the shot. It's blocked. And his teammates, I think, would have been happier if he, well, used his teammates and tried to swing it in somehow. But a nice ball, really opening up the defense.
Change for the team FC United with the number 27. Substitution to the number 7.
So sounds like both teams have made a trio of subs in this first half. And another foul throw. That's 3 foul throws now, all for FC United. And something at this level that, quite frankly, you should not be seeing. There's a nice ball up the field. Moving it along. They're going to follow it up here. He's going to... Oh, nice move there. And it was a good thought, but he ends up moving it out of bounds. They'll be unhappy with themselves to have not at least gotten an attempt on goal out of that one, as there's been moments where the Sasquatch defense has opened up for them. And they won't be able to afford to do that too many more times. Will the back line in black. And Sasquatch have looked almost helpless going forward recently. Nice play by... Oh, that's a bad giveaway, but they're offside. And it's probably good it was offside after that weak shot. We were just saying they have not had too many quality chances recently, and they were just gifted one. Granted, it was offside, but they didn't exactly do a whole lot with it. Good tackle winning it back here, but it just runs a bit long, and FC United recycle possession. Nice pass, seeing eye pass there. They've got something going here now. Chipping it over the top, a little give and go, but a center back puts it out of play. Nevertheless, they gained yards, and they're up in their attacking third now. Nice job retaining the ball there. Exemplary use of shielding there, of using your body, keeping your body in between the ball and your opponent. No chance really. Doesn't matter your size if you're a smaller player out there or a bigger player. If you can protect the ball like that, it really makes a difference. Makes it hard to get the ball off of you, no matter the size. Goalkeeper hoofs this one up the pitch. FC United just lacking that one ball to really create a quality scoring chance. Good header back to Botero that time. They're just lacking that one quality pass to really open up Sasquatch. who granted have been doing a nice job minding their gaps, haven't they? They're daring FC United to play the perfect pass through. They've won it here. And again, looking for the through ball, but it's just not going to cut it. Sasquatch will have to have a team talk at the half, figure out what they can do to change things up here. As what they've got going right now, they may be able to hang on for some sort of a draw, but I don't think they'd be really favored to win this one playing how they are right now. Have to switch up their tactics in some fashion. Whereas FC United, it's just finding that one ball to open them up. That player looked to be onside. Here he comes in there. But then the defense swarms. But that was it. That was the ball they wanted. Clear shove in the back there. But that was the ball they wanted. And the issue there wasn't getting the ball to the forwards. It was the forwards finishing it off. Great ball. Keeper off his line. And he gets there. Oh, but he's giving it up. And then there's a foul called against Sasquatch. Good free kick there, isolating a 1v1. And then Botero, who you must say has the reputation of going down rather easily on occasion, is down after that one. Playing on with FC United, though. Looking for some width here, and they have it. A defender jumping up to provide it. Didn't like what they saw, so they play it back around. They were caught in two minds there, though. Two players going for the same ball. Can Sasquatch counter? Playing it through a bit too heavy, and Botero has it once more. He's giving it away, though. Not sure what he was thinking on that one. And a foul against FC United in there. So now they'll have an opportunity, if they think they have the personnel on the field, someone who can put in a good cross. Set pieces have been a premium in this match, you'd have to say, for Sasquatch. This, what is it, the second one? They had a good corner kick opportunity. But this really the second set piece in their attacking third. He's going to put it in there a bit too close for Botero, who easily gathers it. He had his eyes on it all the way, and it was going to be comfortable for him. Well, this is around the time of night when, or maybe a bit earlier than usual, that the Raccoons would come out at Molson Stadium. As here they come. Oh, he's going to bully his way right through, isn't he? And it's a great block. The defender recovering. That attacker just exploded right through. He caught the defense napping and forced them into a sliding intervention to put it out for the corner. A burst of pace out of nowhere. The defense was napping in every sense of the word. And Sasquatch nearly made them pay. They'll get a corner now, looking to end this first half strong. Put in there. Good one to rise onto. Falling down, and it's an FC United player who scoops it away. This one over the top. Is he going to be onside? Doesn't really matter. Botero gets it. Ooh, that a bit of composed play from the center back. And did that catch a hand? I guess it did on its way through. Unlucky for... Or... No, I guess the official's going to say that he himself interfered with the play, so he awards a drop ball, and we play on with FC United. Putting that one over. Good ball to this near side. One-on-one opportunity. Laying it to the top of the box. Tries the shot. Skips in there. Keeper gets his body behind it and makes the stop. It was going to be a bit too far away to really trouble the keeper. And he was able to see it all the way, which just simplified things for the Sasquatch goalkeeper. He got the ground there. You can see the mark he left right about the 50-yard line when he caught the ground with his shoe there, which prevented any kind of good coming out of that pass. Sasquatch looking for a late burst as they play it square. Ooh, that could be a bad giveaway. Real battle there. They've won it back, looking to open up to shoot. And I think they more or less got in their own way there, preventing a good quality shot. And it's going to be a Sasquatch throw. Throwing it diagonally across, but the forward not quite able to get there, and FC United can move away with it. But they're pushed off the ball here. Playing it across, trying the shot. Again, they pull it wide. They've had a couple that they've yanked wide of the post to the right of Ricardo Botero. The sun just starting to go down here at Percival Molson Memorial Stadium in Montreal. The lights are already on. And it's a nice dry evening for this one. Comfortable temperature as well. We saw a few weeks ago it just got so hot, especially during the day games. Good run being made on this near side, but they go for the more direct route. Attempts the shot. Why not? It skips wide, and it's actually a goal kick. Definitely would have wanted to do better with that one. Chances at a premium, maybe, what, 2 or 3 good quality scoring chances between the two teams. They've had promising moves up the pitch, both of them really, and both of them had control at different parts of this first half. Sasquatch maybe as of late, and FC United throughout the majority of the middle of this opening period, but actually getting those quality chances, breaking through the defense, hasn't really happened. If goals to come in this one, it'll probably be once fatigue starts to get in, or starts to set in, we should say. Either a team's going to start very slowly in the second half, or I think probably won't see anything until at least halfway through the second half, when fatigue starts to become a factor for the defenders. But we shall see. Can't predict matches like this. One last chance maybe for FC United. Looking for an opening. Just too many defenders in his way. Wasn't going to be able to skip by all of them. And right on the stroke of halftime, or right on the 45, he calls for halftime. 0-0 at the end of the first half.
At the end of the first half, The score is Sasquatch FC 0, FC United 0.
Back here for the second half. We weren't particularly close to finding an opening goal in the first 45, but both teams looking to change that now. Graham Naismith with you on the commentary for this Premiership de Montreal match. Sasquatch and FC United knotted at 0-0. Sasquatch wearing black, FC United in yellow. And we're under the lights at Percival Molson Memorial Stadium. We made the call with about 10 minutes to go in the first half, as here comes FC United early, trying to cut it across. Goalkeeper partially spills it. It's still loose. And there was a foul somewhere in there. They're going to say the keeper was fouled. But we made the call. There would be either goals or a goal very early in the match, or very early in the second half, with a team just failing to start at the right time. Just starting very slowly in the second half. Or it would take quite a bit of time to find our opening goal, where fatigue starts to set in. So we'll see what happens here. And right there, well, what did we say? A team failing to meet the their requirements at the start. Sasquatch switched off, and FC United almost had something good. Good run being made. That's a nice ball. Botero caught in two minds. He's going to be out here. And then he clears it away and sprints back into his goal. He had to do some last-ditch defending on that occasion. Ooh, looked like he was signaling Sasquatch throw. No, now it's going to be FC United throw. Yep, and a clear decision there. The player stomped down, exposing his studs, so it's going to be a free kick for Sasquatch. There was one set piece that was actually for Sasquatch in the first half, where it kind of fell nicely for them, and it was maybe a bit of a scramble. It was eventually cleared away, obviously, because the score is still 0-0. Left-footed ball in there. High for Botero, who punches away. Oh, he's under some pressure here, and maybe a bit lucky to have the whistle go and call it back for a drag back, or he would have been in some trouble. Good challenge to get that ball. He's going to pull off a couple of moves there. And a foul somewhere in there against Sasquatch. Didn't see where that one was. Looked like it was two players. And now, is that a yellow card that was issued? Looked to me like it was two players just going at it.
Yellow card for the team Sasquatch FC with the number 14.
Don't know if that yellow card was to the player who committed the foul or for some sort of dissent, but a dangerous spot for this free kick. Two-man wall, just over 20 yards away. Right into the two-man wall. Another shot. Doesn't make it through. And it's knocked away. And Sasquatch have some numbers here as they truck up the field, but a defender slows them down and then wins the ball. Another one over the top. Botero out. Botero gets it. A calm play from the wily veteran who has been doing quite a bit of running in the early goings of this one. Now there's a shot. Oh, far too weak. He wants that one back. Not sure what he was trying to do there. if he was looking for a chip or something. But Botero, he was out on an adventure very early on. Had to clear away a ball, and then right there, calm and cool at the back, acting like a center back. Oh no. Oh my goodness, what happened there? What a way to find our opening goal. We were just saying it's a team that's going to not start on time, and that's what we had right there. He threw it almost right to the other team, right to FC United, and it was one touch into the back of the net. They'll take it. They're opportunistic, and they finished that one off there. Obviously not a goal Sasquatch would have wanted to concede, and one you don't see every day. But that's what we kind of expected. We said there's going to be a goal. It's going to come early, a team that's not switched on for the second half, or it's going to come a bit later. And right there we saw the former. FC United looking for more, but this one too far ahead. Darkness starting to set in at Percival Molson Memorial Stadium. And pretty soon we'll be under the lights in every sense of the word. Oof, left the foot in there. Would be surprised if this one's not a booking. Player collects himself. And Sasquatch will look for a way to respond. Sizing up this free kick. Left footed take, couple of players committed forward, looking short, and it goes all wrong for them. They tried to get a bit fancy with it, but didn't end up working out. Driving at the defense, scooping it over, nice ball. Defense had other thoughts though. Good spin, nice cross to rise onto, but a defender did his job and actually drew a foul. There was a push in the back there. Oh, I was saying earlier before there was a chance for Sasquatch, this is around the time that you'd see the raccoons start to do their rounds at Percival Molson Memorial Stadium. There was a family of them. I don't think they lived in the stadium, but they lived nearby, and they would come through every night. And you'd see one or two of them walking along the rows on the far side. Stepping inside here. Left-footed try. Pulls it just wide. It was close, though. And they always had their roots, did the Raccoons. And I think I've told this story before, but when I was calling a McGill University game on the far side of the field, all the way up top in the press boxes, one wandered in during a broadcast, and you know, they say they're more scared of you than you are of them, but it was certainly some sort of a surprise. And apparently the raccoons are less common now, I've been told. They're still around sometimes, but maybe not on a nightly basis like we used to see. It's strange because they couldn't possibly have lived in the stadium, as, I mean, during a Montreal Alouettes game day, they pretty much shut down the stadium 24 hours prior to the game to allow for security and the proper setup and whatnot, and I just don't see how a family of raccoons could survive like that. But who knows? There's plenty of nooks and crannies in this old facility, constructed well over 100 years ago initially. And obviously some updates and renovations over the years. But it's always fun to be at Percival Molson Stadium. Certainly a relic of a venue. Something from another era for sure. Nice bit of work there. Trying to cut inside onto his favorite left foot. Now working it to the top of the box, looking for an opening. Right-footed ball. Off the chest. Not really closing down. There's a drive, just put wide. Sasquatch with some lax defending that time. The ball was in the box and there was no one really interested in closing it down. One thing about Molson Stadium, when you can really see that it's old, is if you look up at the top of the left of your screen, you can see the stairs going down, and there's a little tunnel that leads to the concourse just under the stands. And those tunnels are they're pretty tiny. Someone like a person of average height can pretty much stretch their arms out to either side and touch both sides of the wall of those tunnels. And it's pretty funny that you think, those tunnels were constructed to help part of 20,000 people get into the stadium. And, if you're claustrophobic, not somewhere you want to be right around kickoff when the stadium's packed. Another good ball in there. Battling for position. Battling a bit too much, according to the official, Igor Harhu. But it's definitely fun to be in a facility like this, and you think about some of the other old stadiums that are around from another era. You think primarily of baseball stadiums like Fenway Park and Wrigley Field. Wrigley Field has undergone some significant upgrades. Fenway Park still got its rustic charm, though, its intricacies. And in fact, one of my favorite venues to watch a sporting event isn't far from Montreal. It's the Colisée de Laval. And that's just off the north shore of Montreal in Laval. Pretty far to the east of Laval, if I recall. Here comes Sasquatch now. Low ball blocked away. Maybe Colisée de Laval is about 20 minutes from here, 30 minutes. And it was an arena, a pretty small arena, not that big, but it was built in the late 1940s, I believe, as here comes FC United trying to bring it through. Blocked away. Getting it back, good opportunity for a shot. That's what he's going to take. It goes flying wide, out for another goal kick. But the Colisée de Laval, a very old facility, still in use for some minor league hockey games. But it really, when you walk in, you look at the facade outside, and you walk in, you feel like you're back in the 1950s. The wooden seats, just the look of the arena really hasn't changed that much since the 50s. And it's fun to watch a game there. As someone who's a fan of the history of sports. And you see all these grounds in England predominantly that have been around. They claim that the team has played there for, over 100 years, like Anfield for Liverpool comes to mind, or What were some of the other old ones? White Hart Lane, perhaps, for Tottenham. But all those stadiums have been updated, significantly. And I mean, sure, yeah, it's the ground where they were playing, but really the stadium looks nothing like it was back then. But it's pretty amazing to be here at Percival Molson Stadium as Botero handles that one. And you look around, and it's not that different from, definitely not different at all from when there was football being played here in the 70s and the Olympics were here. And even you think all the way back, to the 1920s, it's not that different at all. Your great-grandfather or your grandfather or grandparents could walk in here and just today in 2021 and look around, and it's not that different from their childhood. Sasquatch trying to force a turnover in a vulnerable position, but FC United looking calm on the ball. Happy with their 1-goal lead that they got off of a bad mistake from the Sasquatch goalkeeper. This one over the top. Collision, and the defender gets it away. They win it back, though, Sasquatch. Couple of players forward. Real opportunity for them here. Putting it across, just missed it. He is going to keep it in play. Oh, no, he didn't, and he'll be unhappy with himself that he didn't. He'll say it didn't cross the line, but really it shouldn't have been close. Probably should have taken it with his left foot. This is the Premiership de Montreal. Be sure to follow the Premiership de Montreal on Facebook and Instagram. A lot of bonus content on there from all 8 teams in the league. Behind the scenes footage. And something to follow as the season wears on. Despite the mistake from Sasquatch, this game's still very much up for grabs. Both teams looking like they want it. Looking for a shot here. Takes a deflection. Keeper reacted to it well. Oh. Reacted well to that spin on the ball. Looking to spread it. Ball takes him away from goal rather than to it. Takes a tumble. And the defender did really well there. Individual defending. A masterclass at it. That ball didn't meet the intended target, but a good idea looking to move it up the pitch. Bit of an awkward run to try to pick out. He was moving almost horizontally at a perpendicular angle to the way the ball was going to be coming from. And there was the foul somewhere in there. Still lots of time in this match for us to find a winner. Some 25 minutes to go. This looking like another close match for Sasquatch, and one they'll want to get points from. They played Sabelero very, very tight as well. That match ended 2-1. Probably the game of the season thus far, at least in these eyes. Sabelero getting a late winner in the 85th minute, breaking Sasquatch hearts. But it was an even game, one that could have gone either way, and Sasquatch didn't come away with any points. And now another one where it's up for grabs. It's very much in the balance. They're giving as good as they're getting, the team in black. but they find themselves nonetheless down by 1. They'll want to get at least 1 point out of this one. No foul there. It's going to be a goal kick. Running at it now. Here comes Sasquatch. Trying to cut it back. Ball wasn't there. Now swing and a miss at it. They just lacked the composure in the final third. And that was something we saw last season when this team was labeled as Montreal Penetrators. They've lost some players, gained some players as well, of course. But long drive. Goalkeeper gets down and stops that one. Probably wasn't going to go on goal, but he gets it anyways. But last season when they were Montreal Penetrators, they had a lot of trouble finishing off their chances. They just didn't seem to have a finisher on their team. Forget having, a whole lot of players who could finish off chances. They didn't have really any. And it really hurt them as the season moved on. All over the top. Goalkeeper out, and he just flies in there to get it. That's one where maybe it's a wet surface, maybe there's a bit of wind. It bounces or flies a bit differently, and it could be a good chance for Sasquatch, but that time it was favorable for Botero to get up there and get his hands safely on it.
Change for the team FC United. Correction, change for the team Sasquatch FC. With the number 15, substitution to the number 4. And with the number 8, substitution to the number 3. And one more change for Sasquatch FC with the number 14, substitution to the number 20.
Looks like a player brought his water bottle onto the field. And he's going to be taking up position on the right flank, so he puts it near the right flank. Flag goes up. And it's a foul against Sasquatch and is going to be in the box. That's what the officials will discuss here. And they're going to say it was just outside of the box, a bit of clutching and grabbing. But in terms of putting the water bottle out there on the far side, I mean, why not, I guess? It's more convenient than running to the bench. Something you don't usually see. So now FC United will look to use their height advantage over Sasquatch. High one in there. Headed on, but headed over.
Change for the team FC United with the number 20, substitution to the number 27. And with the number 7, substitution to the number 26. One more change for the team FC United with the number 29, substitution to the number 7.
So both teams make their subs. We saw changes made at a similar time in the first half, about halfway through, getting some fresh legs out. And that one just rolls out of play. Or actually, excuse me, it was a foul in there somewhere. And another foul called, this time against Sasquatch, so we're going back the other way. Scooping it over here. And it's cleared away. Sasquatch, you know what? They've defended well. It's unfortunate that they're down. But you also have to give credit to FC United. They had their big chance, and they took it. Goalkeeper out. He's going to get that one easily. Oof. The player went down with a shout, and the referee wasn't buying it. And then Sasquatch just let it roll out of play. Oof, that's not a throw-in. What is that, the fourth or fifth foul throw? It's almost comical at this point. FC United can't complete a throw-in. And the fouls starting to pile up now. Playing it through the middle. Some numbers moving forward. Has some help and support as well. Taking the direct route. Playing it outside. High ball. Much too high and out of play. And is that one ill-fated throw from the goalkeeper of Sasquatch going to be the deciding factor in this match? Still some time for his teammates to bail him out and vindicate him. But as of right now, that looks to be the way we're headed. Good tackle in the middle. Didn't quite win the ball, though. FC United not showing quite as much width as they did in the first half, as that's a weak shot. Hit something on its way through, but they always seem to have an option wide, especially on their left side. High boot called there. And now there's a water bottle on the field for some reason. And I think now's when the fatigue starts to get in. We just see some mental mistakes, some lazy plays. Are they going to be able to, well, the attackers rather, be able to make their opposition pay for a lapse in judgment? Looks like we just saw a uniform of White Eagles, so they'll be getting ready for a match afterwards. A ball to run onto. Defender had the angle and he got there. Attacker wins it back cleanly. And then defender gets it right back. Good 1v1 battle. Ball over the top, offside. Clearly called there. There's White Eagles. One of the more organized teams in the league. They warm up as a team. They arrive early. Still looking to get some good results, our White Eagles, although they had a good game recently. There's a shot. Good stop from the keeper. Right at the top of the box, he was allowed to open up and turn towards goal. The keeper made it look easy, though. He was well positioned. But White Eagles, as we said, they had some tough results early in the season, but they really experienced an offensive explosion against Les Elephants recently, a 4-0 decision for them. Les Elephants, the scoreline didn't flatter them at all. I don't think they deserved to lose by that score. And both teams in disagreement with that call. Sasquatch thought it should have been their ball, and FC United thought it should have been a foul. Or is it a foul? Yeah, no, it's a throw-in. Again, that's a foul throw. This is comical. They can't be angry at the referee. It's clear foul throw-in. Sasquatch doesn't have that problem. But see, the problem is what that player did right there. The player who, and there's a high challenge, should be a yellow card. The problem is when a player gets so close on a throw-in, it ruins your natural motion. It's much easier to try to throw a ball 15 yards than it is to throw it 5 yards. So there's no point in presenting a short option. Like sometimes we see in here where a throw-in's being taken from the yellow line there, and players are standing on the hash marks asking for the ball. Well, it's just not possible to get it in there unless you're throwing it right at their head. So move back, allow your teammate to do his due diligence, do the proper motion, because now it's at least 6 foul throws for FC United. At this level, that's unacceptable. Low one in there. Skipping up, still there for the taking. And they've won it back. Really numbers forward here. Looking very dangerous. Not a convincing ball, though. A defender, last-ditch defending, flew in there. Nice bit of skill. Here comes Sasquatch. Cutting it across, Botero right there. It's really opening up now, looking to be back and forth. Should be a fun end to the match. Although Sasquatch will be pressing, either team could get the next goal, if there is to be a next goal. Wasn't going to be able to make it through both of them. Oh, and there's a collision off the ball. Both players back to their feet. They look to be okay. Nothing malicious there. And yeah, it's looking to be back and forth action now. Buckle up, this should be an interesting end. Cutting onto his left, exploiting the space. They've made it through. Can he turn towards goal? He can. He's away from it, though. Putting it across. Goalkeeper parries it down. And then his defenders are able to knock it away. And Sasquatch get it back. It's really back and forth stuff now. Launching that one down the line. Needs some players heading towards the goal as he skips by his man. Putting it in there. Great opportunity. But Taro gets down and knocks it away. They'll want that one back. It was going on goal. Maybe would have found the goal eventually, but it should have been much more powerful. And Botero gives a good account of himself, getting down to maintain the 1-goal lead. Corner now with exactly 10 minutes to go. Good corner. FC United always going to be favored on those. They've used their height advantage well here. Now the ball caught somewhere in those metal barriers. Cross in. Defender misses it. So does the attacker, though. Good backtracking here. FC United putting in some work on defense. Right in there, Botero opts to use his feet and puts it out for another corner.
Change for the team FC United with the number 19. Substitution to the number 7.
Eddie.
And it sounds like they wanted to bring off number 12 instead of 17. Someone's writing on the sub card wasn't the clearest. And now here's the corner. Botero off his line, he misses it, but a defender gets his head to it. Falls down, swinging and missing, and then FC United can clear their lines. Waiting for this one to run towards him. All right, here we go. Although it's going to be a throw-in first.
Change for the team Sasquatch FC with the number 21, Luca De Caroli, to the number 15, Sebastian Cantin.
And another one. Another foul throw. Why do they even bother taking them at this point? You may as well just not even bother trying it. Just give it to the other team and don't embarrass yourself. I must say I've never seen this many foul throws in a match, and I've coached youth soccer for a number of years. Botero favored to get that one. Oof, my goodness. He clocked a player on his way through. Just protecting himself, and then he's down himself. But I've coached youth soccer between the ages of 8 and 12 for a number of years, and I must say I've never seen this many foul throws in a match, even at that level, when they're still learning. I don't understand how a grown man is unable to take a throw-in. Drop ball back with Botero. Moving forward, long drive, keeper down. Makes the save. And there we see it's Les Elephants who are warming up opposite White Eagles. Still something to play for in this one, though. Cross in. Swinging and missing on the volley. Another opportunity here. It's falling for them. And then it gets put out of play. So we saw Both teams equally likely of finding another goal here, and now we're down to 5 minutes to go. Can Sasquatch get something going here just to salvage a point? This one over. Too far for Botero to get a header. That was an awkward one. He kind of headed it back over his body with his back to the ball. But it worked out. Good tackle. FC United still on the ball. They're not ready to pack it in just yet, though. They're not just spraying it around, keeping possession. They're still looking to move forward, get another goal. And we saw it right there. Maybe a bit of risky play. It's going to work out for them, though, as they move it to the near side. Nice build-up work, this. Couple of passes strung together. Dragging it around. Playing it square. Oh, it would have been a great goal had they finished that one off. Left-footed shot. Went a couple of yards wide of the goal. But that would have been one for the tape. Maybe a dozen passes strung together, and they're going to try it again here, but a defender got up with the head. Sasquatch running this one down. FC United trying to let it go out, and he shielded it well. And that one an awkward height, but hey, they completed a throw-in successfully. So that's something. Can Sasquatch find a late tying goal to really invigorate their season? They've given it up in a bad spot. And here comes FC United with some numbers. Man loose towards the penalty spot. Cutting it back to the top of the box. Good shooting opportunity, but it goes well over the goal. Not as clinical on the counter as they would have wanted. The time ticking down here. Have Sasquatch, in fact, maybe run out of time. Have the defense for FC United done enough? Bundled over at the back. They're going to want to get everybody up the pitch here. May as well have the goalkeeper take this free kick. Just move everyone up towards the goal. Unfortunately, our camera is distracted by White Eagles. Not a quality delivery, and FC United get it, and now they have some numbers up the field. So here comes FC United on a partial break. Moving into the box, keeper off his line, putting it across. And a Sasquatch defender manages just to put it behind. Saving a goal, but at this point it may be done and dusted. They'll go get the ball for FC United, who can play the corner short. And by the time they do that, it may well be over. Corner put in, put well wide. Les Elephants helping out Sasquatch, getting them the ball. And on the bench, they're encouraging them to get it going as they put it up the field. FC United win one more header in the air, as they have done so often today. Battle for it in the midfield. To this near side. Not looking for the corner flag, looking to take him on, and he's got by. Faking this shot, pulling it back. Is it going to open up? It is. And there it is. It's the second goal that seals the match.
For the FC United in the last 5 seconds of the game.
And right on the stroke of the match ending, they double their lead. And they'll get all 3 points. An individual effort. Patience on the ball. He knew it was going to open up for him. And now it's just a formality of restarting things. FC United, they did their job here, and they'll feel really good about their performance. And that was the last action of the match. A 2-0 win for FC United, who emerged with all 3 points. Thank you for joining us on this for this Premiership Division match. My name is Graham Naismith. We'll see you next time.
FC United 2.